We got. Whoa, 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 whoa! I can't myself. I'm on. Okay. Ah, fuck. I have to do that again. All right. What's up, gamers? We're back with Rushdown Revolt, everyone's favorite game. We're back. Top three. The top three gamers are here. Best for last, you know.
Top three, but everyone's still in the upper bracket. Looking
Um,
like a great way to start the event. You know,
yep.
just rolling in with the Dragonlei versus iDeeKay, coming in with the semifinals off the bat.
Yeah, off the bat. The thing is, like, they're so good at the game that everyone else just DQ'd out because, let's be real, they never had a chance. No point
I mean,
playing.
when you got three people who actually know what they're doing, you can't contest it.
Yeah.
You got an Ashani, difficulty 1.5. Like obviously
Yeah.
you have to be pretty
It's
good
like,
at the
that's
game
in the middle.
to roll that out.
Mm-hmm. Alright, just messing with the rules a little.
So explain to me, how does the map choosing go in this one? So they're coming into this, there's no current seeding at this point. How do they go about actually picking which maps they play?
So, you know, there's a bunch of choices, and you do rock, paper, scissors, and whoever wins gets to pick what stage you start on. I'm not sure how the banning works, but you ban a couple, depending on the game, you ban like a certain amount of stages. And
Sweet.
then
So they come in, they get one map, winner gets to ban a couple, and then
Loser
the loser
picks.
picks the next map.
Yep. That's that,
And
baby.
how much of a difference is it going to make? So these maps, we've got players that have limited practice on Rushdown. How much would you say that these map choices are actually going to affect what's going to happen in the game?
Well, you know, the maps, they're gonna have different, like, platforms and whatnot, and that means that you have more options to, like, move around and stuff. So if you're playing against, like, a zoner character, you know, you can stand on a platform to avoid the projectiles and whatnot. So, and that's just an example. It depends on the matchup, like, which stages you want to play, which ones you want to ban from the other guy. But yeah, the stage is important. Matters a lot. You can win regardless, but you know, you want to get any advantage you can have.
For sure. So especially in a game like this where we've got iDeeKay, who's probably played it more out of anyone, his map choices, his character choices may have just like that little bit more information. He might understand his character and actually be able to pick a map that he'll be able to abuse, right?
Yep, he's definitely a gamer. And you can tell he's playing a 3-star difficulty character right here.
He's coming straight in
So
with the hard
not
guns.
to flex or anything, but he's playing a difficult character. He's kind of a gamer.
So I mean, twice as difficult as Dragonlei going into it, just from the character alone. That means a win should be worth twice as much, right?
True. You gotta get twice as much done. It's twice as difficult to win.
Twice as difficult to win.
So
gotta do
if
twice
you
the damage
win
and
once,
everything.
it's winning twice.
Oh, wonderful. So, you know,
Simple.
BO5, you win 2 games, then you win when you're playing the harder character.
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh god, I can hear myself.
Yep. Get used to that.
I'm stressing out. I can't take it anymore.
Oh god.
People are hearing me. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what happened. I just got used to it. Just talk.
I'm a streamer.
I don't know.
I'm
I
used
don't
to it
hate
all
my
the time.
voice that much, thankfully. God, it would be a pain in the ass if I sounded like super annoying. Maybe I do to you guys, but for me at least, I don't.
I feel like that's just the opposite of everyone else in existence. Like, everyone listens to their own voice and is like, I just want to cry and then run away and hide under a pillow.
I mean, for a while, like, before I hit puberty, I was definitely embarrassed by it, but now it's alright.
Now it's alright. I mean, look, that is... I'm honestly, I'm proud of you. You know,
Yeah,
you can be in the scene, you can talk about stuff, you can listen to your own voice. You can actually go over and you can think about what you've said and do it better next time.
Exactly.
You know, me, I listen to my own replays, I get 3 seconds in, and I close it, and I'm like, yeah, well, I'll just listen to a different caster instead and try to copy them.
Yeah. Easy.
And it looks like we got our first ban. We did have to skip the tutorial there.
Yep. We're gamers.
As we can see. Yep.
Don't need them. Bunch of different stage options here. The platform layouts are different for all of these. I think it is Forbidden Abyss. That one is banned. It's because the other stages have zones where you launch people in, and Forbidden Abyss has walls. So it's a bit of a, funny casual one that we don't play.
So even if they don't ban that one, they can't pick that one.
We can't pick that one. That one's off limits.
Cool.
But we got plenty of other choices, so it ain't a big deal.
Yeah, and it looks like the one map banned so far, Combat Lab, that didn't have many platforms on it, so looking to get rid of some of the open maps, I guess. Trying to make it so they can jump up and down. I'm looking at this one on the right, the two towers. Looks pretty.
That one's banned too.
Exciting. Oh, that one's banned.
Yeah. They got the boneless one that just got banned.
Yep. Okay. Why is the big tower one banned?
Well, I forget what happened. So a long time ago, there was a Smash game between two players in Smash 64 where they played on the Zelda's Temple one, and the other guy just camped for an entire hour. And ended up winning, and that match kind of became famous because, you got camped for an hour, and so we banned those stages that are too big and it's too easy to run the clock on somebody.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, now we're coming into this. Am I correct in saying that they're just healing after they get hit here?
You would be false.
Okay.
So the number on the bottom next to the character, it goes down when you hit them, and when it goes to 0, you enter the special mode where the next time you get hit, you die, basically.
Cool.
But you can die before that, like you can get launched off stage and die before that too. And it all just depends. Every character has a burst thing going where you hit someone and you can cancel it into a rush, which is like an air dash thing. And that's super handy for comboing people. That was the thingy-mabob there.
The 0 health knocked off the map.
That was the burst.
Oh, that was the burst.
Yeah. Sorry, not the burst. When someone's at 0 health and they get hit, that's what happens, like the red zoom-in thing.
Yeah. So we see game's quite even so far. A little bit of a lead for Kid, but they're kind of punching each other, jumping up and down. I don't know what any of the moves are called, so I'm just seeing them jumping and spinning.
No problem. Okay, we got Dragonlei. He's in here. He's doing it as always, and that's the rush cancel there. So someone's blocking, you hit their block, and you rush away after you hit their block, so you can't get punished afterwards. That's pretty handy stuff, so you don't get hit. And now Ashani is in the danger zone, so you can't get hit. Makes it back. Oh, I don't know what just happened.
He's staying alive for a long time here, but there we go. There's the kick out of the map. So now he's got 2 lives left. Kid still on 3, only 28 health, but still got that small lead coming into it.
And okay, Kid just activated the burst, and the burst is like, when you're getting hit, you can use your burst once per stock, and you just get your opponent off you while you're getting hit. So if you're in a real pickle, use your burst to not die, because this game you can get popped real quick. And so
in a way, the burst is like just an extra shield.
Not really. I mean, you can use the burst in the air, like you can use it while you're getting comboed to like stop them. But you only do it once a stop.
Yeah.
So now Ashani's is not colored at the bottom there, so she can't do it until next stock. Kid still has his though. So if you take a bit too much damage, expect a burst coming through for Kid there.
Yeah, so it's a nice combo break coming in there. So he's got the health advantage, he's got the burst advantage. We should be seeing him maybe get the next stock off Ashani sometime soon. There we go, straight off the map.
Brilliant stuff. And now the camera's on a bit of an angle here, but don't worry, it fixes itself, I think. Ashani going off stage, doing a thing. I haven't seen much of the shield actually. I guess because the game, it's quite a fast-paced game. People are running around. You don't really want to spend time in shield because it limits the way that you move. You can't like run around as much, you can't jump as much if you're stuck in your block. So sometimes it's better to move around someone's attack than to block it.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
It hits, since your block is only in front of you, your opponent can like hit behind your block with like a mix-up of some kind.
Now, something we saw just before all the block action, Kid seemed to be off the map. Did he use his burst to get an extra jump so that he could get back up?
I believe that is how it works, yeah.
Okay,
or you get an extra up B or something like that. It does help you recover if you have no other way of making it back. Whoa.
And, oh! Was that a double kill, or did he just get the kill and then fall back down himself?
Well, they both traded hits, but Kid's attack took the stock, so ended up taking it. I'm pretty sure he wasn't on his last stock, so it wasn't as cool as it could have been, but you know, don't matter. That was still pretty funny.
Still pretty good.
Skipping
Always
the
like
tutorial. We're gamers. No need for that.
Now the question here is, will we see the difficulty 3 character come out again?
Oh yeah. I think. Well, it worked pretty well in that last game. Things were happening. They're just banning out their stages right now. And not sure where Dragonlei would want to go. We'll have to see. I'm sure Dragonlei knows more than me.
He has been sitting around practicing it for the last while, getting his grips on the game, getting his grips on the map.
Quite some time.
So we should be seeing some confidence come out from him. Maybe we can get the comeback going into the new map, bring it to 1-1. I mean, this is best of 5 just straight away, so
skip the tutorial there.
sounds like we're going to be seeing that one come out a lot.
All right, Cryo Station is going to be the stage. It's like Battlefield if you play Smash Bros. Got the triangle shape on the platforms. And so if you hit someone up the real top platform, you can kill them off the top super early. The subs kind of have to align for that one, but it happens.
Get the combo just from the top, just take them all the way out the top of the map, right?
Yep. Every time you hit someone, you can cancel into your rush dash again. So you can juggle somebody, cancel it into the dash, hit him again, and then you can do another dash and keep going.
Very cool. So we'll be looking for maybe some up attacks when people are playing a bit greedy. But for now, just on the edge.
It's a bit of a whack thing. If you're holding onto the ledge, someone else tries to grab it, they won't be able to. They'll go into like a little stun animation thing and you can punish them. It's kind of difficult to use though, and like most of us haven't really utilized it that well. I think there's definitely potential there, but we haven't quite mastered it. It's kind of complex.
We did see what looked like a pretty big mistake from the Ashani there as well. Just before, it was 110 health, but fell off the edge, couldn't quite recover up. So Kid leading with 2 stocks, still has his burst in touch as well.
Yeah. Loving the rush cancels from iDeeKay here. Kid's able to get big damage off of canceling with the dashes, and you can even use it like as if you land like your final hit of your combo, you can like dash back onto stage to like quickly set up for something. You don't have to like keep going. It's definitely something. A lot of cool movement coming out of both these players.
Oh, and there's the 0 health, and there's the kick off the map. I mean, is a force 4-0 possible? Do you see that often in these type of games?
I mean, not dying once and taking 4 stocks of someone, it's not the most common thing in the world. But iDeeKay is definitely a gamer, so gotta keep that one in mind.
He does seem very confident, but he has used his burst now, so there's a chance for the Ashani. 24 health, just a little bit more to go.
Definitely doing work here. Oh, there we go. That's Kid's jetpack thing. It's charging at the bottom underneath his character thingy. Don't remember what it does exactly, but I think depending on how much meter you have your neutral special move is a little different. Anyway, Ashani, one more hit will finish the game. Doesn't even need it. Out of time.
A 4 stock to 0 stock victory there for Kid coming in. That's a pretty rare one, I'm sure. Very, very cool to see, and this could now be the last map going forward for this game.
It could.
So it is best of 5, 2-0, but I mean there could still be a comeback as well. As much as there can be a 4-0 stock, there could always be a 3-0 wins.
Yeah. Absolutely. You trying to update the scores? You have to click save, the save button. Yeah, there you go. Easy. No problem. Skipping the tutorial here, we don't need that, you know. We're
And this
gamers.
is the same map bans as the last couple of games as well. It seems like they're kind of sold on these map bans.
Yeah.
And then, but we will be seeing a new map here with another high platform. So there's only the one low platform plus the one, oh, jokes. That's a completely different map to what I was looking at 3 seconds ago.
Well, the platforms move.
Okay, the
so
platforms move.
It is up there sometimes.
Wonderful.
So it's a bit of flexibility here. Things change around a lot. Anyway, so we see a switch to Ezzie for Dragonlei, and Izzie's a bit of a zoner, kind of the primary zoner in the game. She's got a cool little boomerang she throws, and she got a plant that like does cool things sometimes. So she's gonna want to keep people away and just chill.
Try to play from range, and it does seem like Kid's gameplay is generally quite in your face. Like he's got that fireball that he throws sometimes, but he is most of the time just jumping in for those face punches, the kicks, and there's one of them straight out of the map. So Ezzie does lose 1 stock there, but has done a lot better so far than last game as well. It's a much closer game going forward.
Okay.
Nice hit by Ezzie. Dodge.
Good of
One
Kid.
more.
Kid has a cool little movement option. I think it's the down special where you do a little hop forward and you can slide on the ground, and there's a few different options you have there. But it's good for moving around, great for mixing up how you get back to the stage.
True, just a little bit of an extra dodge for those like boomerangs coming at you, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's good to be mobile against a zoner. You want to get away from there.
Yeah, we do. We have seen Kid using his that recovery move quite a bit. Like even in aggressive times, like when he manages to get the Ezzie in the air, we've seen him just try to combo it, like even as like an aggressive move rather than just a protection one.
Yeah, and that is an added benefit. Does make it back. Barely, but barely is good enough. Okay. Seeing a bit more block out of both of these guys. Generally, it's pretty difficult to block and then punish something out of your block in this game, so it's usually better to like move around something than to block it. But sometimes you don't have the time to move around something. Like it takes time to like dash to a side, so you sometimes need a block.
And that's when we're seeing these shields, right? So that's when we see that jump in from Kid, and the shield instantly out from Ezzie. Really well done to just get that, because you don't have the time to jump over that attack or step through that attack, right?
Yeah. So that's important.
And is he gonna get the combo? They're both so low.
Oh,
Kid
God.
taken out.
That's the upbeat teleport there. Pretty explosive move. There it is. It's good when Izzie's coming back to the stage. You sort of want to use your boomerang, kind of scare them off, I suppose. Hit them away. Maybe it helps you get back to the ledge for free.
And if you get the hit on them, right, it'll knock them off a bit. It'll help you get that jump up. And we do see Ezzie getting a lot of damage off here, even on 1 health. but there's the kick, so it is 1 stock to 2 stocks. Still the burst available on Kid. Bit of an advantage here. But this is the deathly game. Izzie's got to win this one.
Yep. It's the final one, potentially, for Dragonlei. In this tournament, I think? Or is this winners?
It's still winners. It's the first game so far.
Yeah, no
so
worries. But
everyone,
still don't want to
everyone
drop
gets a
down.
second chance.
Using some of the hop. Great stuff here from iDeeKay. Canceling all these hits. Chaining them together. Does use the burst. It's down for both players. And now Ezzie being at 60 health. And you don't have any burst to save you if you start getting bodied.
It is starting to look pretty scary at this point. There's the kick. 3 health left. Can Kid get him? There's the cliff.
Super close, but
Kid, 1 health.
yeah, it's dangerous. One more, gonna do it. And that
And there's the
is
hit.
enough. And iDeeKay 3-0 there. Pretty dominant performance. Showing why he's such a gamer. Well done.
Showing
And
that
now-
just that little bit of extra rushdown practice, you know, just having the hours on the game before you come into this. Clearly very confident on Kid. And we did see that the mix-up from Dragonlei, just changing characters. Like maybe he thought he could use his first character twice to actually get that win off Kid, but then switching up to Ezzie when he realized it just wasn't going to be able to work.
It's good to mix it up sometimes as well if you play someone else. Maybe they don't understand that character as well, or like the matchup's just more difficult. Plenty of reasons to switch, and I think it's totally worth a try there.
Definitely worth trying to come in and just like turn everything around. And I mean, going forward, we've got Bozzie versus iDeeKay, so this will be the upper bracket final, right? So we've just got this, then the lower bracket final. So whoever loses this will be up against Dragonlei again, and then we'll get the final. So just a few more series to go.
Yep. All right. Woo.
A little bit of control changes, just all of them making sure they've got everything exactly how they like them. And we should get to see this game starting shortly. Now, why is random half difficulty? I feel like, would random not be the most difficult?
Ah, that's a good point. I suppose because random is medium difficulty, that means that overall, in the long run, it'll be about 1.5 star difficulty.
So there
Because
must
some
just be
characters will be like 1, and then some will be 3, and then like it averages out somehow.
It averages out somehow to half a star.
Yep.
Yup, cool.
Yep.
I can vibe with that. I can vibe with that. Random, just like I can take that forward. Going into all the Rushdown games I will play in the future, I will learn off the random.
Your opponent won't know the matchup.
Exactly.
They won't know how to prepare. Like they don't know what to do.
No research can be done on me.
Yeah, gonna skip the tutorial.
Now we go. Our second BO5. We've still got the Kid, and now we got an Affy and Galu, so a double character here.
Yep, definitely interesting set of characters here. Well, we're out now, but Affy and Galu are very strange. I've played against them a bit. I don't know what's going on really, other than like you control one of the two, and the other one is just like dormant. But you can switch between the two, and then like the other one is dormant, and then you control the other one. Hey, bye guys.
Thanks for coming, boys.
So you can control one at a time, and then you can use the other totem, I think it is, to like you can like throw it around and stuff while you're not using it. So you're playing as one at a time, but it's kind of playing as two characters.
And I mean, assuming so only one of them can be hurt at a time as well. You don't have to like defend
yep.
your totem.
But you can like the other guy can hit the totem away and stuff, but it's not gonna like take damage for you or anything.
Can they knock it off the map?
They can knock it off the map.
Cool.
But you can switch like to it if that's happening and like recover back or something like that. Anyway, how to explain it, you'll see.
Lots of blocks coming in early, lots of missed attacks, but there's some hits in for Kid. He's been getting the practice from his first series, so and there's the first switch. So he jumps onto the guy that was on the platform, left his other one in the middle.
Go. Swapping between them. You can set up some really cool stuff, like launch someone towards your totem and then switch to the other one and keep the combo going, which is something that nobody else can really do.
Yeah. I'm sure you could use it to dodge attacks as well, right? Something coming towards you, you could just jump to the other one, make it hit the totem.
So you can get out of some dangerous situations, but if your opponent knows that's coming, it is a danger. It can be dangerous.
And by the looks of things, he's got 3 charges on that. So once he uses the charges, he has to farm them up again.
Yep. Don't remember how you get them back, but yeah, you have a limited like amount of switches. Uses the burst there. It stops your knockback when you're getting launched away, so you freeze in place and didn't get launched into the blast zone there because of it, so that was good. And Afi and Galu about to take this first stock here.
And there it is.
Things pretty tight.
Yeah, I mean this is a pretty even first stock, especially with that little bit of damage coming out. We're looking 130 to 100. Small lead for Kid here. He does have that full charge, but it looks like he just used it.
Oh, there we go. Bit of a mix-up out of the hop there. You can choose to grab the other person, so if they're blocking, it'll beat that out.
And now we see the advantage coming in for Kid. 23 health left on Afi and Galu. The switch denied while he's being hit. And there's the stock on. So he saved his burst that whole life there. So not managing to use it for that last hit. I guess he thought it was just not going to work anyway.
Potentially not, but there's a lot of times throughout like a stock where you don't want to use it in case you need it later. It just didn't end up sort of panning out like that. So it can happen where you just don't use your burst in a stock. Comes down to the player.
Definitely.
You have Kid was just laying it on there for a bit. Has a really diverse combo game, a lot going on.
It looked like he went for a little bit of a combo into the recovery, but didn't actually manage to juggle the Afi and Galu, so now he's used his burst, 37 health. Afi and Galu should be able to even this out a little bit here.
Totem Friend did fall off the stage, so that's a bit of a shame, because they're 2 characters, you want to play them together. It will respawn after a while, but for quite some time, you don't really get to play with 2 characters.
Yeah, true, but he does have it back now, and we've got Kid on 1 health. So 1 more hit for the Afi, but there it comes. 2 stock to 2 stock.
Right. Totem is falling down. I think it's gonna die. You do lose a bit of health. Afi and Galu if one of the totems dies, so that's another thing. Gotta keep in mind. Can put you into that like lethal range where you just gonna die in your next hit.
Yeah, true. I mean, Kid doing a really good job of pressuring that totem as well. We often see every time Afi and Galu is off the map, every time, even there, you got those small little kicks coming in just while dodging Afi and Galu and all those little bits of downtime. And now, once again, he doesn't have that totem. He will take that little bit of damage. Oh no, he manages to recover it.
Swaps the other totem, keeping them both on. It's always a bit tricky playing against it because you're never really knowing when the other person will switch, so it can be difficult to approach the situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely difficult for the Effie and Galu as well, right? He's got to track them. He's got to make sure he's jumping at the right time. You don't want to jump in when it's too late to recover, and you really got to protect that totem while trying to keep the pressure on Kid.
Does get the punish there, and iDeeKay takes the first game.
iDeeKay with a very, very clean game so far. So that's 4-0 for him. This Kid is just
unbeatable.
Unbeatable, for sure.
Straight up insane.
Effie and Galu definitely looking strong for Bozzie as well. Just a little bit more pressure on the Kid, and he can definitely take him out.
Definitely the closest game iDeeKay's had so far. Well, it was definitely a winnable game, I think. Close.
And it looks like we might be getting... Nope, no different map bans, just the same 2 maps banned. Looks like those 2 are just not wanting to be played. And iDeeKay just going over all the maps that are available.
Demonstrating his knowledge. His prowess. What? Why are you guys laughing? It was a compliment.
3, 2,
Alright.
1, rush.
And here we go. I mean, once again, we've got that high platform on this map. We haven't really seen it abused. Like, I mean, as you said, it is quite niche. But I'm still looking out for someone to get comboed out of that. Maybe on some high health.
Whoa.
I mean, was that a totem straight away?
That totem, I don't know what happened. That totem not having a good time. So I'm gonna have to rock with one for a bit. It's already back. No big deal.
Galu's got to be molding over that one. You know, it's 5 seconds into the game and Galu's been tossed out of the map. But it is still quite even, you know, 80 to 40, both of their bursts. I mean, as I say that though, Kid getting a lot of pressure on the Effie and Galu.
Things are close. It's definitely rough for Effie and Galu, you know, can't get hit. Is gonna lose the stock, but not far away from taking the first stock from iDeeKay either.
I mean, that's one of the first times we've seen that, like, the juggle from one, switch to the totem, going for the juggle on the second as well. So getting the Kid down to 1 health. One more hit, and then he'll be knockable off the map, but a totem's dropping off. Both sides, in a way, so it looks like that's 1 totem gone. Oh, maybe not. He manages to get it back just at the last second.
Yeah.
And there's the kick for Kid. So 3 to 3, small health advantage for Kid.
Alright, just dispatches of him. Get out of here, dude.
That was a very quick kick, and look at that, just instantly onto the totem. The second he falls back down, he doesn't even worry about the Effie, just straight onto that totem. Pulling, like, just forcing him to come towards him to pressure him on Kid.
Definitely difficult playing Effie and Galu, you know. You gotta control 2 characters, make things work. They have some different effects on their moves as well, so that's important to keep in mind.
Yeah, a lot to know for sure. It does just look really difficult to make sure you're, like, protecting that totem. Like, Kid is doing such a good job just hitting the totem. He switches, hit the next totem, make sure his shield's up, dodging those attacks, and then all at the same time he's not letting Effie and Galu actually pressure him back too much. I mean, as I say it though, there's the kick off the map. It is still 2 stocks to 2 stocks, so it's still anyone's game.
Effie and Galu are definitely capable of doing a lot of damage in a super short period of time. So definitely looks bad, but it's totally possible that they bring it all the way back, especially if, you know, you gimp them off stage or something. Totally doable.
And there is 1 stock left, still full health though. And now he's just got to get two hits on Kid.
Alright, swapping around. Gonna activate burst here, just wants to get out of that. Being stuck between the two totems is definitely a scary situation that you don't really want to be in.
Now, can Ashani and Galu actually hit his own totems? It looked there like he was actually punching his own totem to keep it on the map, so the kid couldn't actually kick it off.
You probably can. You can pick it up and like throw it and stuff, but you can. I think you can hit it with your normal moves too. Not 100% sure, but probably.
Some really good pressure here, though. It looks like it's about to go one stock to one stock.
Oh. Just needs one more hit. Oh, carries him off. Quiet. And okay. Takes the last stock, and Bozzie bringing an iDeeKay down to his last stock, but is looking pretty fragile at the moment.
And
So
there
fragile,
it is.
in fact, he gonna die.
That was a step up from the game before, though. Once again, he actually got iDeeKay down to one stock this time, so it's just like a little bit more practice. Just one more switch, one more totem save. I don't know what it will be, but a little bit more, and he can definitely take it, definitely get the game off iDeeKay here.
Yeah, definitely not far off taking the game, so I think it's definitely possible Bozzie takes at least a game here. Alright, gonna skip the tutorial. None of that.
I'm gonna ban Melamelu and Sovereign Peak again, but we're trying a different map. Like we're getting through all the maps. Okay, we're not trying a different map. We just played this one. Man, I'm not good at reading these maps before they actually show up.
Don't worry about it.
And right off the bat, huge combo from Kid. Down to 42 health on Ashani and Galu. And even more coming out. But there's the switch.
Wow. He just died.
He did just die.
Damn.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, that's something. Whoa. Totem kind of flying away right now. Okay. Bozzie, remembering. You gotta keep your eyes on the entire screen. See where your other totem's hanging out.
It does look like, to me, Bozzie seems to be playing a bit more aggressive this game. Coming in, a lot of switches really early on in this match. And just trying to actually run at Kid to stop him being able to do that jump hit on the totems. But it doesn't seem to be working out any better than the other games. But it's still like, I guess iDeeKay, he's going to have to adapt for this extra aggressive.
Okay. And that is enough. Any hit will do it when they're in the lethal range there.
See Kid playing a bit defensive, lots of ducks, lots of shields.
Great movement there on the platform. Using a bit of that block. Hasn't seen much usage here in this game.
But there's the one health anyway. Ashani and Galu.
Focusing on dispatching the other totem. You sort of force a switch out to that other totem because you really don't want to lose it. But if you have someone in the air, you're comboing them, you're not able to switch out. So if you're beating up someone, they can't switch to the other totem. And when it's falling, then you secure that totem. It's locked out for a bit. You get damage on them when it dies. So that's definitely a strategy that is used quite often.
It did look like it was 20 damage there. So it's actually that's actually quite a bit, right?
Yeah, it's substantial.
And there's the 3 stock to 1 stock. This is a tough ride here for Bozzie on the Ashani and Galu, but we have seen some 3-0s tonight. I'm sure we could see another one.
Alright, pushes the totem off, and now he's comboing the other totem, not giving him the chance to switch. He's gonna be taken out.
Yeah, we'll come back down soon, but Kid, we might just see him go for that totem pressure, but no, we'll see him kick straight off the map. Effie and Galu getting that stock. Nicely done.
Uses the up B there aggressively and actually gets him off the side. iDeeKay 3-0. Just another day out here showing why he's so cool.
Just absolutely clean on these games so far.
Well, good. Okay.
It's Captain Velora to you.
Three, two, one.
Okay, we're back. We got Dragonlei versus Bozzie now, losers finals. And we got the Effie and Galu and a Velora. So another character switch for Dragonlei. Nice to see this one. I'm coming in with the solo cast here, so we're not going to have any specialty Rushdown comments, but you know, I can see them flying. We do get a little bit of a combo out there from Effie and Galu. Small health advantage as well. But there comes the totem pressure. One totem off the map already. He's got to recover that one. And a nice hit coming in from Velora, knocking both of them there as well. Very good shield. Evens out the health there. Effie and Galu looking for that final hit. Velora looking for it as well. Both extremely low. And there it comes, a really nice switch from Effie and Galu, just in for that sneaky hit on Velora. We do have some good pressure. The 1 health pressure from Effie and Galu, getting him, Velora, down to 77. Using those platforms to protect himself, jumping in and out. But there comes in the hit, the jump in, the quick dash into the smack off the map. 1 totem off, but there's the switch. Nice jump back up from Bozzie. And he's getting a bit more pressure on Velora, knocking her up. Looks for the switch into the combo, but can't quite get it. And then Velora manages to just get back on that map, get a little bit of pressure back onto Effie and Galu, just evening things out a bit. Even knocking 1 totem off the map a little bit to create a bit of space. But, unfortunate fall off the map there. Switch, protecting that totem, not letting it fall off the side, just a little sneaky one. Nice catch by Bozzie there, a bit of pressure, but nice hit up by Velora. 32 health left on this Effie and Galu, just a few hits more before 1 hit off. The switches, dodging everything. Coming in with a bit of pressure, but kicks his own totem off the map there. And we do see a bit of pressure onto the Velora, but he doesn't have that switch until now. And he does manage to get back up without being punished there. So nicely done by the Effie and Galu. Velora, a bit of pressure on her. 3 health left. There's the low health. The switch to leave the totem off, but there's the switch back to actually get the KO. And straight back on the aggression with the Effie and Galu. Welcome back.
Hello, what's up? Looks like I missed a performance. Velora actually being played here by Dragonlei. Good to see his wide arsenal of characters is that he's got available. Why are you guys laughing? It was a compliment.
Now we've definitely seen Bozzie just learning this Afi and Galu from his few matches so far. He's definitely getting better at it as he goes.
Yeah, and it's definitely one of those characters. It's difficult to understand. They're definitely the most unique characters, and you gotta have a good understanding of what's going on.
Like, you just look at these switches. He's getting one hit, and even if the totem is just like slightly closer, he's getting that jump off and just trying to get that second hit as fast as he can. But nice hit from Velora. 1 health.
1 health and a dream.
That is all you need.
Yep.
All we need is to dream.
As long as you're alive, you're not dead.
And there's the totem pressure, keeping the totems next to each other. I mean, that makes the switches just slightly less value, right? If they're right on top of each other, you can't really gain momentum from them.
That was a great combo, though.
Player 5.
Josh is getting better every game. And I think if he manages to take this, iDeeKay is going to be in for a tough opponent. Afi and Galu definitely looking strong right now.
Afi and Galu are looking kind of scary to come up against. I mean, we did just see them get destroyed, but they just, I mean, as we've said, they just seem to be getting better and better as we go.
Right. Damn, everyone loves banning these 2 maps, huh?
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to see a Malu, you know, just like the final game of the finals. It's just going to be left in, not banned, and there's going to be a Malu, and everyone's going to be confused.
Alright, Combat Lab is the stage. Slightly different platform layout, you know, they're towards the edges. And that usually means you can carry someone off the side a little easier, but you don't have as much vertical combo ability.
Yeah, true. So if you're on the edge of those platforms, you can just, like, getting yeeted out of the map is definitely more plausible.
Absolutely. And I don't know much about Velora. She's the newest character. I have no idea, to be honest. But she appears to be quite combo heavy. Got a bunch of stuff going.
Yeah, it looks like lots of small, quick attacks. I mean, those swords definitely seem to slash very, very fast and in kind of a small range in front of her. Now, I would assume these like kind of wider platforms probably benefit the Afi and Galu a bit more, though, right? Like they give him another area to keep the totems kind of to the edge of the map, and he can jump to them like this, so they are maybe a little bit harder to just constantly knock off the map, because you got to be knocking them from a bit higher.
Yeah, that's definitely something to consider. Setting up a totem on a platform can be super devastating if you get the right combo starter.
You like knock them up, jump to the totem. But we do see the totem pressure coming out from Velora as well.
Yep. And we did see Bozzie just then do a bit of the combo there using the platform. Sort of showing what is possible.
There's a nice hit. I mean, there's the 1 health, but both totems, he jumps both totems off the map himself. He does get the kick, but I think he's sacrificing a totem for that. Maybe not. Last second jump, he can't recover it. I mean, now he's getting hit as well.
Yeah, does keep the stock though. Just losing the totem is not ideal, but it's better than dying.
Better than dying, that's for sure. I mean, it did put Velora in a bit of a position to instantly pressure him as well, already being hit as the totem before he got turned into it.
Alright. Few cannonballs coming out here from Velora. They're these bouncy little projectiles.
So how do those cannonballs spawn? I have seen them come constantly, but oh, that's how,
Is that.
There we go.
There we go. So,
it's the lightning.
basically, Velora has this special thing with her attacks, and once she does it with all of her attacks, she gets like a cannon barrage thing, where she just blasts lots of those cannonballs. Like, a ton of them, and it's pretty crazy. It doesn't really happen that much in games, though. It's kind of like a Smash, the final Smash, if this game had a final Smash.
Yeah. So it's kind of hard to pull off, I guess, when you're versing actual, like, good players that are not going to just let you get away with attacking them with everything.
And, yeah, we haven't seen it come out yet, but that's not a surprise because it's just quite difficult to get that off. The cannonball itself, though, on its own can be really useful, especially at the ledge if someone's recovering. Drop the cannonball on them. Can be a good idea if you don't really want to go off stage.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I could even see in a matchup like this, you could just be like fighting the main at Afi, and just you drop a cannonball on top of the totem, and he's got to deal with that, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And you can see it's a bit of a sort of common strategy against Afi and Galu. You just want to smack away the totem, send it off stage, and sort of force out a switch, so you don't lose anything. But Afi and Galu taking him out. Bozzie.
Player 5.
One game.
Coming in
Yeah,
with the
coming
victory.
in. And Bozzie showing his prowess here. One game out from getting to the grand finals. Top 2. Almost in his grasp.
Oh, Weishan, you saw that Weishan character? Yeah, that looks like my character. You know, the half-star difficulty, the spear, it looks like a nice long range. I just like stand back,
Yeah.
poke people with the spear. I could see that happening. Poke
Actually,
shield, poke shield.
You know, Dragonlei has shown throughout this tournament that he's very good at playing multiple different characters, and Weishan is no exception.
Weishan is no exception.
Yeah.
I mean, so far we've had someone in the finals who's played one 3-star character, right?
Yeah.
But we've got Dragonlei. He's played the half-star, the 1.5-star, the 3-star, and the 2.5-star. Like,
Yeah.
that adds up to 7
So
stars.
much flexibility here. And also, I mean, playing the half-star character means that you don't have to worry as much about execution and more about the fundamentals of playing a game.
The fundamentals of knocking totems as far as you can.
Yep.
Because that just seems to be the strategy here against this Afi and Galu. Smack totem, be happy.
Yep. And it's you only have to control one character, and Afi and Galu are 2 characters. So you gotta like micromanage them and stuff. Like I'm good.
Hey, this Spirit does seem to have quite a large attack range as well. Like we saw him there, managed to hit the totem on the platform with one swing as well as the actual Afi on the ground. So maybe the character to take out Afi and Galu, being able to target both even when they're far away.
Mm-hmm. Definitely not the best range, Afi and Galu, so Weishan can use some of his big sword attacks to keep him out.
And we do see the combos coming out from the Afi and Galu. Once again, he gets that hit off, he switches and he hits again. So really abusing that totem switch. But now he's got one off the map, and he does manage to get a hit, and then switch, and then jump it back up. So nice micromanagement here by Bozzie. Almost jumping himself off, but a great recover just at the end there.
Okay. And it looks like Bozzie going ham off stage right now. One more hit will do it for that stock, and actually finish him off really far down.
It's just going in for the committal. I mean, when you're 2 stocks up, trading a life for a life is almost always in your favor. But
Dragonlei,
no, that was an unfortunate ending.
Thing is, even LeBron James misses 3-pointers sometimes. So don't worry about it. It happens, man. Campbell's crying off camera at the moment, but I'm sure he doesn't mind. It's okay, chin up, you'll be right.
Now we
Okay,
get to see the finals.
the grand finals.
The grand finals. Rushdown, Revolt coming in. The knee from down under. Just, we've only seen 3-0 so far. The knee from nowhere. That's bitter.
Me from nowhere.
Yeah, I don't even
think
know
that's
the name of like my own event.
The knee from somewhere.
Yeah, the knee from somewhere. I mean, in this game, it's just the totem from somewhere because they just seem to be flying around.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, grand finals. So iDeeKay coming in from the winner's bracket only needs 1 set, but Bozzie will need to win 2 best of 5s, to take the entire event last sets of the night here at the Knee from Nowhere. Been a fantastic event. And can't wait. Best for last, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
Should be close. Well, okay. He did win 3-0 at Winners Finals, but maybe, you know, Bozzie won 3-0 last set, carry some momentum in there, you know. You're confident. You just beat up somebody.
And I mean, I guess we're going to be seeing the kid versus the Effie and Galu again, right?
Yeah, I imagine, just because, like, for Effie and Galu, they're, like, so much different, right? So it's hard to switch to somebody else, because it's, like, an entirely different experience, you know.
Especially after, like, 6 games straight practicing, like, just playing it. You're probably in the vibe of it. You probably don't want to switch off. He did lose to the kid last time, but, I mean, he's had that lower bracket game to practice, get a bit more knowledge on the Effie and Galu. And once again, playing as player 5. So, I mean, maybe that's just a bit of a bonus, you know?
True.
Player 5 is pretty strong.
It is a good point. I expect at least the first few games for Effie and Galu to be the pick here. If things start going south like they did in the winner's bracket, maybe some other character could come out. I'm not sure who else Bozzie plays, who else he's been practicing.
I mean, just looking at the maps here now, I am really looking forward for the Malu map.
Which one? The Malu, or just Malu?
I mean, Malu or Malu, both could work.
Yeah, those are both stages. Can you guys pick Malu, please? Just pick Malu, come on. Looks like they've gentlemen's to Malu.
And as unbiased casters, we obviously had no effect on that decision.
No, we didn't.
The players,
ultimately, they selected the stage. So.
Players are the players. Every choice is their own. We have an amazing setup where the players cannot hear the casters here.
Pretty handy. It means they don't get any advice in the middle of the set, which would be detrimental potentially. No mid-set coaching.
No Dota players teaching them how to play as they go.
Yeah. Couldn't have that. But yeah, so Malu, the stages, the platforms, they sort of show up every now and then. You'll see them get spit out of these things at the back here. It takes a while, but eventually they'll be switching around. They'll show up.
No.
So things change a lot. The platform layout is always going to be changing throughout the course of the game.
Is this map very shallow as well? I feel like we saw the totem drop just before and it died almost instantly.
It's definitely more shallow than most stages. I'm not sure the full details on that kind of stuff, but every stage typically it's got some different levels of shallowness, you know. But this one you can definitely tell. Totem dies a lot earlier. You don't have as much time to get back to the stage so you can switch.
It does seem like we can tell here as well, though, that Bozzie, he's definitely got a lot more control over these totems than he had in that original map match versus Kid. Like, Kid was getting so many free hits off on these totems, just pressuring them one by one by one. But now we see these switches coming out just before he can even get there, and like we actually see Bozzie taking those fights and going in for the fight against Kid.
And able to keep things super close here.
Oh.
Don't die.
Jump down.
No.
That was a high health stock loss.
Things were looking pretty good there, but not so much anymore. Josh has a strong mentality. I'm sure that he's not too worried about losing that stock, knowing that, you know, it's just one stock and you can definitely kill people super early. Get something going.
And here he's going. He does manage to save that totem. Once again, very, very late, but coming in just in time for that recovery onto the mainland. And now he's putting the pressure on Kid, trying to get this stock back. Cool combo there, punching his totem into Kid to attack with it.
Okay. Other totem is going to be getting the boot off to the stage. Gonna have to switch off to keep it alive.
But then you got your main hero booted off as well. The other totem pressured while that's happening, but he kicks it back on and goes aggressive with it. But there's the kickoff. One stock left for Bozzie here.
Oh, lots of damage coming out. Impressive stuff.
And there's the aggressive play again. He really seems to like going for that that aggressive move. I mean, I guess it pays off if you land on them, you
Yeah.
get to jump back up,
If you
and you get that
survive,
kill.
if you survive, it would probably be a good idea. But unfortunately, he died twice there to his own hands. Not ideal, but it happens. Even LeBron misses three-pointers sometimes.
Now is this every single series them changing the lives from 3 lives to 4 lives? Is that them just making a mistake in the first game and going in with 3 lives, or is this something that you do? You play the first game with 3 lives and then you up
It's
it later on.
it's always 4 lives. It's just the default setting is 3 stocks 6 minutes, but we play on 4 stocks 7 minutes. So those are kind of the default rules that we just changed to before the start of every game.
Very cool. Just making
Alright.
it slightly nicer.
Shadowbriar is going to be the stage here, and iDeeKay coming out swinging. Bunch of rush cancels into a big chain of moves. He's going to focus on just knocking the totem away instead of an edge guard.
I kind of like that choice. From what I've seen, right, he gets that 70 damage out, and then he's just like, well, you can recover, but while you're recovering, I'm going to kick your totem off, and then the second you've recovered, you're going to have to jump to your totem to save it again. And then he's just going to keep that up until you're kind of forced to either go to the wrong side, go to somewhere that he can easily edge guard, or somewhere where he thinks he can actually get some better pressure than just a little bit of making your life annoying.
Absolutely. The kid looking to dispatch it a little bit here. Goes off to find it, but the switch over actually makes him hit the real guy.
This is a very close start to this game. They're both still 4 stocks. Effie and Galu, 1 health. He loses his totem. And there's the shield, and there's the kick. Nicely done by Kid, taking the lead again.
And iDeeKay's just looks so good throughout this tournament. Super clean stuff from him. Uses the burst, stays alive.
Wonderful burst. I mean, we haven't been talking too much about the burst since the first couple of series. I mean, is it iDeeKay managing to find spots where that burst is actually just a bit more useful than we're seeing out of Bozzie? Or is it just a little bit less effective on this Effie and Galu because he's got 2 characters?
I suppose there's some merit to that, but also I think iDeeKay is just, he's had a lot of experience playing. I know he's fought iBexel, who plays Effie and Galu, and he probably knows more about what the good times are to use it. Whereas I'm not sure if Bozzie's played against Kid too much, so it might just not be used to like at what timing you want to use the burst, because it's like super crucial. But definitely, I think iDeeKay's been using it really well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's always, if there's room for improvement, there's always a way to make that comeback.
It's actually become a very close game, out of nowhere. Super even.
Yeah, Bozzie doing a great job. He's going to have to defend his totem here. He jumps off, he chooses to pressure Kid, and then he goes to protect the totem. So that's where Kid gets punished for going for the totem hits instead of protecting his actual hero or character.
Oh boy. And Lethal actually takes the lead here for the first time, I think, we've ever seen in the tournament so far. Gonna be super close though. 1 hit will do it. And hasn't gotten any damage on iDeeKay stock, but of course, not over yet.
I mean, in a way, at this point as well, you do get a small advantage as the Effie and Galu because you can't take more damage, right? If you lose your totem, it doesn't matter as much as it does in the middle of a round when you still have health, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, yeah.
Really nice jump and catch, but he actually knocks his own totem off.
It's a bit unfortunate.
Protects it from one side, sends it straight down the other. I mean, great idea, but unfortunate execution. He is still putting so much pressure on the Kid, though. We are seeing Bozzie, like, hold the lead here.
Tosses him off the side. Wants to exploit their recovery. Kid's recovery is, I think, relatively weak. vertically anyway. You have the little hop that he just used there. Help him get back vertically, or sorry, get back horizontally, but getting back vertically, you don't have much room to get back, so there is some opportunity to hit him.
And we do also see Bozzie actually take the proper advantage here. One stock up. He still has that burst available, but I mean, if he can get a decent amount of pressure on Kid here, maybe get him to 70, okay, maybe that won't happen. It's just going to be a full even 1v1.
All right. Interesting stuff. Using the burst there, just wants to get out of that situation completely. Dispatches of the totem.
Yeah, nice fireball coming out from Kid.
You can use the hit stun on that to follow up with something. Didn't quite get anything there, but it can be a really good option.
And he manages to get the grab there as well. I mean, that was a grab through a shield.
Yep, that's what grabs are all about.
Ashani Galu, 1 health left, no totem, and there's the game. So close for Bozzie this one. He was leading.
It was in his
all up until
grasp.
the end.
Yeah. But iDeeKay showing his prowess. Too good.
I mean,
And
it is currently looking possible, even possibly likely, that we're gonna get through this entire event with only 3 zeros.
that could definitely happen. But that last match was the closest it's been, and you know, as the gap sort of gets a little smaller, maybe we could see Bozzie pull something out. Something
See the flip?
magical.
See the flip? Like a 6-0 from here.
Yeah, I think that it's very possible Bozzie wins the tournament from here.
I think it's
you just
almost
have to win a
likely
couple
that
games. Yeah.
Bozzie actually takes
Almost
this
definitely, because think about it. Afi and Galu are 2 characters, so it's a 2 versus 1. It's not even fair. Like, think about it like that.
one. The second he wins 1 game, he'll never lose a game.
Exactly.
And we do see him start off with the lead straight away, instantly protecting that totem, kicking his own totem back into the map. He's doing a really good job of just counteracting that totem pressure from Kid. And the switch, the kick up, the switch, and kick again. Kid does get the double hit though. And the grab when the totem's really low. Is it too late to save it? It is. Really nice play by Kid there.
Stocks. Not taken yet, but very close for both players.
No burst available for Kid anymore.
You're almost at that point where burst doesn't really get you very far because you're going to die in the next hit or 2 anyway, so you're not really able to break out of a combo because you're just going to die.
Yeah, definitely true. I mean, at this point, it's actually useless, right? Like, if you get hit at this point, you do just get knocked out.
Yeah, definitely will happen now, so that is something important, but
Even if you don't
Josh
get hit,
just
sometimes you just
didn't
can't
wanna
recover it. But
didn't want to give his opponent the satisfaction of killing him, so he wanted to take that away by killing himself, and I think that's a genius plan.
I mean, that was a nice dodge there with the switch as well, countering the recovery instantly, taking a bit of a health lead, baiting his totem, but now it's off the map.
Has to switch.
Oh, is he
lot
managing
going
to save
on.
them?
Don't
He's
know
not.
that totem's gonna make it though. Gonna be on the side. Use the fireball.
Still has that small health advantage though. And the falling totem, but the nice counter by Kid. He saw it coming. He got that little self-explosion to counter the falling totem.
Okay, mixing up the landing there. As Kid, when you hold double jump, you do a little jetpack float thing. Helps you sort of mix up when you're landing from the ground. Can be good for extending combos as well, horizontally especially. It's quite good.
Doesn't manage to get the edge guard, but he gets him the second he jumps into the field.
just tosses him out.
Just throws him straight out of the map. One totem one side, one on the other. A little bit of a sticky situation. It looks like one probably will drop. Effie and Galu taking a lot of damage here.
Oh, more? Big combo there from iDeeKay. Good use of the up B. It's cool to see it being used as a sort of aggressive option, you know. Then it's usually just a recovery.
Nice little combo there, chucking his totem in. But now he's on 1 health. One more hit from Kid.
There you have it. Whew. Potentially one more stock here in this tournament.
And we have a perfectly even game there.
Yep. Perfectly even, but bit of damage coming out from Effie and Galu, able to take the lead. If only it is a small one. Oh, calls out the jump there with the back air, I think that was.
And a little bit of a punish.
Okay. Wonder if that totem's looking very appealing to knock off the stage.
Oh, that totem is looking so appealing, but so does the fireball, evening everything out. Edge guarding and tossing the totem off. Should get that totem kill now. And it's still even Stevens, 30 health each.
Super close game so far. The closest it has been.
And
it
there it
actually
is.
will be a game taken off of iDeeKay. Bozzie, otherwise known as the God Slayer, manages to take a game.
And I mean, as we said, if he takes one game, he'll take them all.
Yeah, he
So
can take
iDeeKay
5 more and just win.
coming into probably the hardest series of his life
Bit
so
of
far.
BM from the game, asking them to play the tutorial after that. It wasn't that bad. Whew. We got ourselves a series.
Now what we need is a malu.
Yeah, I reckon that's where we're going. Forbidden Shrine gonna be the pick. Don't think we've seen this stage at all, really. It's a pretty simple one. Just got the platform there.
Just a big platform in the middle.
Yep.
And instantly the aggression from Kid coming out. He doesn't want to deal with these losses. He just wants to get right in the face of Effie and Galu, but it all comes back to him.
Okay. Goes for a bit of a throw combo there. Not quite able to find anything. But Kid doing a great job keeping Effie and Galu off stage, but good hop over. Keeps him going, and there's just shit flying everywhere right now.
It's just a lot of switches used by Bozzie here already, and he gets that totem knocked, and he's getting the damage off, so he can't do that switch, but now he manages to get it when there's a break in the damage.
Okay. Cancels it. Doesn't manage to get the follow-up there, which probably would have killed at that point.
Really nice dodge as well. And he pushes the totem, and there is a 1 health Effie and Galu, so we might just see him let it drop. And it does look like that's what's going to happen, but there's the hit.
Gonna manage to land it.
And it's a stock for stock.
Immediate
Straight
trade.
again.
And Bozzie getting better at pulling out some tricks here, you know. Really showing that he's learning as the games go by. iDeeKay gonna look to dispatch of the totem. Doesn't want any switching to happen.
We do see some nice shields coming out here from iDeeKay. Just making sure that he's kind of just using it in front of the totem, just respecting the fact that Bozzie could do that switch like into an instant hit, right?
Mm-hmm. Definitely important to keep that in mind. Oh my god, what a jump call!
Combo.
That was something pretty special right there. And the totem, it's knocked.
And it looks like it might be lift here. There's some hits coming in. Will it get...
Definitely.
It will fall off.
Will fall, yeah. Loses a bit of health there. Left without a partner for a while.
Recovery manages to hit this time. Shield block, shield block. Kid gets the aggression again.
Good burst. I think that's fair, you know. Someone's, you know, smothering you. You don't want any of that. Oh, just dispatches him with that. A forward smash there. A bit low on health here, but it's a doable situation here for Bozzie, without a doubt.
I mean, it's still a decently even game here, right? 40 health to 110 is not the greatest situation, but it's easily recoverable.
Especially when you get some powerful hits like he's getting. But isn't a bit of a tough situation. Switches over. Trying to find something here, but won't be enough.
Here's the kick off the map, and this is where it starts getting really difficult, right? When you actually lose that stock, you really have to try to make that back without losing too much health.
Oh boy. Could be the last stock of the night here, unless Bozzie has something to say about that. Rush cancels out of that dash attack. Super useful for comboing. Catches him out with the jump.
Kid going for the kick on the totem, straight into the kick on the hero. He's definitely going with this like idea of soft pressure the totem off the map and then straight back onto the hero to try just make it really difficult for Bozzie to actually deal with that falling totem.
And just Afi and Galu falling lower and lower here. Only 27 health to work with.
Huge shield
Not
switch.
much going on, but switch will come out. Big moment. This could be it. But definitely not undoable.
Nice dodge by Afi and Galu, but he's 9 health remaining.
9 health. Only a couple more hits. He's on 1 health. Has to pull something out of the bag. Does he have it in him?
And
No.
there's the game. iDeeKay taking the finals of Rushdown Revolt. I mean, there was one game taken off him though, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't a clean
Gods
sweep in the end.
can bleed.
Gods can bleed.
But not enough. iDeeKay too good at the game. And he's going to be your Rushdown Revolt champion here at the knee from nowhere. And that is the final game of the night. Wowee. Congratulations to all of our winners. And thank you everybody for tuning in. Congrats to our Rushdown Revolt winner, iDeeKay and Zed. And to our other winners as well. They're gone now, but they did good too. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone who helped make this event possible. Yeah, bye everyone. Woo!